Hey guys, Robot here and welcome back to another video on the channel. Now in today's video we're going to be doing a top 5 in Call of Duty Zombies, and that is the top 5 best Easter eggs in Call of Duty Zombies. Here are the top 5 best of them. So in the number 5 spot we have the Verizon Drag Easter egg. Now the Verizon Drag Easter egg is a well-rounded, okay Easter egg. It's not the best, it doesn't really excel in any category, but it's very good at everything. Now, it's a nice, simple Easter egg, not too easy, not too difficult. It's got a fairly good boss fight at the end, again, not too difficult, not too easy. Pretty good storyline, it's a very good map as well. Pretty cool rewards, like you get that cutscene, and then you also get the perkaholic for the remainder until you go down. It's all round pretty easy. None of the steps are really tedious. It's pretty fun. I mean, could be a little bit improved, like some of maybe the Wisp step per se is a little bit annoying to do, but again, it's not perfect, but it's pretty decent, and that is why it's in the number 5 spot. Now, in the number 4 spot, we have Shadows of Evil. Now, Shadows of Evil's Easter egg was strange, to say the least. It was something very new though, like we had never seen anything like it before. So the Shadows of Evil Easter egg is you get the swords, upgrade them, and then you go do the flag step. Now the reason that this beats out Verizon Drag is because it's a little bit more challenging. Now personally I prefer a bit of a challenge in the Easter eggs, and this is also where we get to see Richtofen for the first time since his debut in Origins, which is pretty cool. So pretty good storyline. The map is even better than Verizon Drag. Character's really good, and then we also get a fair bit of character development throughout the map. We learn more about like Nero and stuff and how he knows all the stuff. We learn about the character sins, the Shadow Man, so it sets up the entire Black Ops 3 storyline, which is very important, and it pulls off very well. It's not too difficult, again, not too hard, not too easy. The swords are pretty fun to get. The one downside that is holding it down a little bit, but though, is you do need 4 players to fully complete it, so that is why it is in the number 4 spot. Now, in the number 3 spot, we have Mob of the Dead. Now, the Mob of the Dead Easter egg is extremely simple and a bit too easy, that's why it's not higher up. But there's an insane amount of character development that goes on throughout the entire map from all the characters, and it is granted a little bit repetitive and fairly easy, but the map is one of the best in the entire game, and you've also got amazing characters, amazing writing. The writing and the musical score just make this entire Easter egg. The same with the gameplay and stuff. Again, not too difficult, and then there's lots of storyline, especially at the end, where it actually goes through and just tells us what happens. But it is a little bit too easy and a little bit too repetitive, but definitely a very good solid Easter egg in terms of storyline and writing. But again, being too easy is its downfall, so that's why it's only in the number 3 spot. Now, in the number 2 spot, we have a Black Ops 4 map, which is pretty interesting, and that is Ancient Evil. Now, Ancient Evil's Easter egg is interesting, very interesting, as it's one of the few it's the only map where there are 4 weapons, like aka the gauntlets, that you need to get, but you don't actually need to upgrade the Gaia one. Very cool. And also a lot of new weapons and stuff, a lot of storyline development goes on throughout this map, especially since this is the last Chaos map that we've seen. We might be getting something in Cold War, who knows, probably not. Chaos is probably dead. But lots of really good writing, in my opinion anyway. And then there's that big twist where it turns out that Bruno kills Shaw, all of that good stuff, and then there's Pegasus, all of that sort of Greek, I think. Don't roast me if I got this wrong, but Greek mythology I think it is, with all that, which I personally really enjoy, so that ties into the sort of themes of the map, and then you go around and do that. Now it is a little bit challenging and a little bit RNG based, so that's why it's not the number 1 best Easter egg, but it is still overall a very fun Easter egg, very fair, and it's definitely one that you can get started on speed running, which is something that I enjoy, so that is why it is so high up in the list. Now, in the number 1 spot as the best Easter egg of all time, in my opinion, Treyarch only, it's Origins. Now, what did you really expect? Now, I am, however, talking about BO2 Origins in specific, because you can do that glitch to glitch out of that annoying ass step with the, you can just glitch it with the fire staff because it is way too boring to do it otherwise. The BO, I'm just going to classify them as 2 different Easter eggs because of that one glitch. Now I know there is a glitch, but you need 4 people to do it in BO4. I mean BO3, but you need 4 people to do it, which I'm not really a big fan of 4-player stuff only. So yeah, but the Origins Easter egg is, again, because the map is really good, and this is the debut of our premise characters, so there's lots of storyline stuff that goes on, very good writing, the map is amazing, we get to see the Panzer Soldat, we get to see Maxis alive and speaking to us for the first time, well, technically alive, so again, more good writing. It is fairly well written out, as in the steps, and it's actually a throwback to Black Ops 1's campaign with a 6-step, like the 9 steps to freedom or something. I can't remember exactly how many steps it is to freedom, but it's pretty cool that there's a throwback to that, and the game actually tells you how to do the Easter egg, which is one of the main things why I really like it, because when you go into Zombie Blood, you can kind of hear some whispers in the background that tell you the steps. They don't go really that far in depth, but it's still pretty cool that you can kind of hear it because it whispers the steps. The Reznov tells you in BO1, so then it's like, how do I think this through? And then it all works. It is fairly logical. Now that is one of the big things, it's fairly logical, the Easter egg, like, not completely logical, but it's a little bit more logical than others. Definitely having the good map, and then you also get to see the staffs and use the staffs, and all that stuff. It's just really good, and one of the reasons that Origins is the number 1 spot is because this is a Easter egg that is very good when done with a team. Like the rest of these Easter eggs when done with a team are fine and stuff, but Origins ones becomes massively better when you've got a team, and that is why it's in the number 1 spot, because it's just so fun, like, doing it with a team, because there's lots of communication, and then you really kind of just, it's just really fun. If you haven't done the Origins Easter egg with a team, I would highly recommend going and doing that, because it is so fun. But if you did like the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, join my Discord and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Those are both down in the description. And make sure to watch some of my other videos on my channel. I've got some pretty different videos which you guys might enjoy or you might not enjoy. Who knows? But yeah, thank you for watching. Goodbye.